Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. A woman can only do what you allow her to do. And this is in relation to the podcast I did this past Tuesday about no matter what, deal with a woman who respects you. You know what? Something that really disturbs me and at times even can get a rise of anger out of me. I know I'm real calm, sensible, and all of that. But I can't stand when men complain about what a woman's did to them. They complain and they want to jump on all women and they angry and sometimes they attacking the women and stuff and call themselves going in on the women and I'm like, well, how'd she do that to you, dude? You know? In fact, I'm gonna tell you what's deep. I talked about this before. And I forgot what was the name of the video, but I had some pushback from some men on it. It's like, well, the women be doing this, the women be doing that. And I'm like, they crying like little bitches. Yeah, I said it. They crying like a little bitch. How can a woman do okay? If a woman like treats you wrong, how she do it? I mean, yeah, it was in her personality. You know what? She probably jacked up. Hell, she could be a demon lover. Or some people use the word succubus. Right? But did she hold a gun to your head? No. Or they say you're supposed to do this. In fact, that's what a couple people pushed back when I was talking about this before. They say, well, society says we do this. And that, fuck that. There ain't no law. Only law is you don't try to end their life or you try to deprive them of their property or something. But if you sitting there chilling and a woman say like the wrong thing to you or try to treat you a certain way, all you have to do is say, you know what, this ain't gonna work. Get out of my face if you have to. And then you move on. But what do a lot of guys do? They want that poo-tang that badly that they put up with some bullshit just because she got, she was genetically blessed with a cute face and a fat ass. You got a choice of what you feel like dealing with. She ain't forcing you. If that woman, if you doing anything with, if you hanging out with that woman, that's on you. Most men ain't dealing with a woman physically bigger than them, first of all. Because I'm going to tell you what one thing my mother taught me. And this is, remember I said that my mother told me about sex when I was 7 because I witnessed a sex act at my school in Anacostia on the playground, right? She told me about it. But one thing she told me, she said, don't be scared of nothing smaller than you. And y'all see me, I'm a big dude. So I'm like, okay, a woman can't physically force me into anything. She can't physically force me. And if I'm in a position where I'm taking abuse from her or something, that's not on the woman. That's on me. And there's been times in my life I was like, wait a minute, this woman just said this. It's on me whether I'm going to deal with her. And I've trust me, I've checked those situations to the point, I could be pounding away happily and a woman just some wrong come out of her mouth. I'd be like, okay, stop. All right, you're going to have to go. Because I have a choice in that. That woman can't force you. What she going to do? Now, if you that type of guy who's following along behind a woman, walking behind her or something, boom. Even if she that type who try to force some stuff, you need to be like, okay, honey, hold up. I don't walk behind you. And I don't like your tone of voice. Now, you make a choice. You going to change your stuff up or we just go our separate ways. And if they say, well, I'm going to go my separate way. All right, peace and blessings. Boom. Because how's she going to force you? You don't have to do anything. But see, too many guys let go of their sovereignty to women. Or complain, right? Because, and I've said this before. That's why I don't go in on women on this channel. I don't. Every now and then I might say something that really needs to be called out, but I don't really go in. You know why? Because when I see it, what do I always say? Only deal with quality women. If they acting this way and that way, I ain't going to spend 5 hours on some hangout or something talking about the fuck they doing. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, oh, they acting trifling. Leave them alone. I might say if the question's brought up, I might spend 10 minutes talking about it. And then the rest of the day, I'm gonna be out there chilling, building my empire. And then dealing with the women who are going to respect and respond to me and cooperate with me on my terms. See, that's the biggest thing. And see, you know what? I'm known for talking about select, non-select, but like I said in a podcast earlier this week, even though the sex is the main thing, there's still what's happening outside the bedroom. Is that woman respecting you? You know? And if she ain't respecting you, why are you dealing with her? Why are you dealing with her? And that's all the way around. I don't deal with any. If it could be a male, it don't even have to be just a human being showing me a certain thing. I don't deal with them if I don't have to. And I've been on jobs where, like I said, I've been in human resources, not for like any sexual stuff. I've been in human resources because, I'm about to go to some jobs. Because I was just like, nah, You asked me to do the job, I'm going to do it. But I ain't going to put up with any bull. And as long as I'm doing the job, that's all you need to worry about. And I've called out some bull on jobs too. But see, even to the point of being ready to get fired. That's like, whatever. Because you can only get it if you allow some people going to do it. Now, I learned that early in life. Because when I was young, man, I was a peaceful kid dealing with bullies and stuff. Yeah, until I decided to stop dealing with it. Until I decided to stop dealing with it, I noticed everything stopped. As a man, you got control. Especially in relationships, you got a choice. I've said women choose, but a lot of guys don't understand that. When a woman chooses, she's just saying, hey, she's interested. It's still in your power to choose her back. She can open the door wide open. She can have a red carpet, a meal for you. You can still look at it and be like, yeah, because it's your choice. It's your power. And if she's saying something to you in a certain way or doing something, you need to let her know. Now, if she's somebody you've been with a while and there's a lot of good stuff, hey, you don't have to go hard on it, but just calmly say, okay, this is what's up. You doing this, you doing this, you doing this. Now something gonna have to change. I ain't gonna change up for it. And that's very important. As a man, this your world. Because what do these women look for out here, yo? What do these women look for? They look for a dominant man anyway. They look for a sovereign man. They prefer some because the nature of a woman is to chill out, really. I don't care how hardcore independent she is. She wants to be with that man who's basically running shit. I don't care what they say. That's why they submit to certain guys that some guys might call bad guys. Because they like, shoot. They like, shoot. They want that dominant man who's going to be running shit. And it's going to be setting the terms for it. Yeah, they're going to fight it, but part of that fight, honestly, is just testing if you are who you say you are. So that's the thing. So instead of up there saying, well, they should do it, it's like, no. You just say you go on your path and say this is how it's going to be. And you don't even have to communicate. You don't even have to say anything. They'll take one look at you. If you're carrying yourself the way you should, they're going to know. And women can attest to that. They know there's some guys they don't be trying all that bullshit with. They really don't. There's some guys, they automatically give them respect. They automatically show them deference. Because the guys just got that look that says, sweetie, I'm not playing that shit. Because they will only do what you allow them to do. And if you let them know through your actions, through your words and your actions, no, this ain't going to happen with me. Boom. They either accept it. They either accept it or leave it. If they leave it, fine, you don't need them. And they got the right to go. But it still comes down to you. I want y'all to think on that. Peace and blessings.